everybody. Good morning. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last till the end of time, end of time. Yeah, no, not just for some, but for everyone. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's not just for some, but for everyone. What the world needs, what it really needs right now. No, not just for some, but for everyone. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. How you doing? Guess what? It's time to visit the kitchen again. How's everyone doing today? Look at all these people. Hey, y'all. Happy Sunday. For those of you celebrating, happy Easter. For those of you celebrating Passover, happy Passover. For those of you celebrating my nephew's first birthday, happy birthday, Emmett. Little shout out to my 1-year-old nephew, Emmett. Show him some love. And now it's time to give the tripod to Kyle. Everybody show Kyle some love.
Hey.
Good morning.
Oh.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Hi, everybody. Good morning. Let me get my little arm here. You guys, it's time. It's Sunday, so you know what that means. We're in the kitchen. We're cooking. It's a little Ben's Broadway Bistro. Hi, everybody. I'm celebrating Passover too. Hi, everybody. Hi, Mexico City. Oh, this is great. You guys, so today we're gonna do a really quick one because I know everyone's busy and doing Easter egg hunts and celebrating Sunday with their families. So I just want to make it real quick. We're gonna do something sort of whimsical today. Okay? Can anybody guess what we got going on here with these ingredients? Not a ton of ingredients, although it looks like a pile of ingredients, I'm sure. But don't worry, it's gonna be pretty easy. You guys, today we're doing a sort of a take on a couple different things. First of all, gotta make my coffee. Any other Nespresso lovers out there? If so, I got a what the heck is this flavor? I thought this was an arpeggio, but it looks like it's an Ispirazione Firenze, a real Italian espresso. Okay, so we're gonna do that. So we can get going here. As if I haven't had enough coffee already. Hi everybody. Anybody have anything they want to talk about before we get started really quick? Oh, pancakes. Good, Tess. Tesseract 93. We're doing some sort of pancake. We're doing actually a take on the classic. What do you guys know about the egg in the middle, egg in a basket, egg in the bread? Hole in one, what do you call them? Anyway, we're doing a little take on that, but we're gonna do it in a pancake. So we're gonna do a pancake with an egg in the middle, mainly because it's really fun and whimsical and delicious, and also because it's Easter, and we thought we'd do something eggy. In the bacon, in the oven, I have, guess what? Bacon. Because it's gonna be one of those Sundays. Again, folks, today is about luxury, I don't know what it's about for you, but for me, it's about luxuriating in the day, so that's what we're gonna do today, okay? Someone says hi, Kyle.
Hello.
Show Kyle some love, everybody. Oh, and you know what? I want to take a second to shout out to anybody who's working in the medical profession, who is our first responders, who are our doctors and our nurses and our delivery people and everybody who's making our first what do you call them? Essential workers. Yeah, thank you so much. Once again, you guys are saving us while we're all quarantined here, and thank you. Please show our essential workers some love out there, like with the hearts and all that. Hi, Gibby. Oh, hi, everybody. Everyone's onto me. Pancakes. Come on, Light in the Piazza. What do you know about the Light in the Piazza? Hey. Oh, I'm behind on these comments. Okay. I'm working at Target. Thank you. Thank you for working at Target because we need that stuff. We love bacon. Yes, we do. Okay. It's almost done, guys. But first, we're going to get this done. Again, we're going to be kind of quick today. So I have some things that I need here to make a batter. Look at all these things. Also, can you imagine? Can you imagine having a mother that gets you something so cute? We'll put that right on display. Okay? Okay. The first thing we need to do, I'm going to be following this cookbook today. Look at this cookbook, everybody. Can you imagine having a cookbook so big? This is How to Cook Everything by Mark Bittman. Page 1. So you want to learn how to cook, huh? I'll do this whole book. Maybe I'll sing it one day. Everyday pancakes, it is amazing, how quickly you can whip up this batter. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a quick little batter. I know it's intimidating. You're like, why don't I just buy the Bisquick? But again, luxury, precision, artfulness. These are all important things to me. So we're gonna do it the hard way. Because why not? All right, so we're gonna start with some flour, everybody. I've a bag of flour that's about to run out, so I have another bag of flour here. And guess what? My cup measurement broke. So we're gonna use this half cup. So it's gonna take a little extra long. So this is gonna be a little sort of, one of those tasks that's like, but in the meantime, are there any questions in there that I could take while I do this?
You better believe it.
Hit me up, Kyle, with some questions.
Fur Elise wants to know: do you keep kosher? Do you eat kosher?
I don't, but I'm always glad to have a kosher meal when it comes across my path. Yes. I mean, clearly with this bacon in the oven, it's not happening for me.
Drulin wants to know: which 5 people, living or dead, would you choose for your zombie apocalypse team?
Work. That's a great question. People living or dead? I mean, how could you? Can they all be vocal musicians? That'll save us, right? I'm gonna have to give that one a think because Lord knows I do not want to be around a zombie apocalypse. Thank you. Next.
What's your favorite type of cookie?
Chocolate chip, classic. What are you gonna do? Yeah, those ones from those of you that know Levain Bakery. Oh, y'all, look what I'm doing here. I'm scooping this flour in because I read somewhere that it's very easy to overpack your flour when you're measuring. So instead of like reaching the scoop in to the thing like this and packing all this flour, I'm just scooping it in with this other spoon to keep it sort of light and fluffy. I just read that somewhere. Maybe it's wrong. Any bakers out there? Baking, I know, is a pretty precise sport. So, and y'all know I love me some precision. So, if there are any bakers out there, let me know if you have any tips or tricks because I'm always trying to refine my skills in the kitchen, y'all. Is anybody making like a big brunch today? It's Sunday, it's a holiday, it's my nephew's birthday. So is anybody making a brunch? Probably not. Let's see. You bake? Hey girl. Curse in the kitchen. You know what? Sometimes I'm a curse in the kitchen too. You gotta be a freak in the, what is it saying? A curse in the kitchen, but a something. I don't know. I don't remember that one. Yeah, what else? Do you see anything in the comments about like brunch people are making?
Gavin Ganji wants to know what was in your Easter basket.
Hi, Gabby. In my Easter basket was a new set of poker chips. Just for you, Gavin. Because I'm going to bluff ya all the way to Value City. Any poker players in this thing? I know that's sort of like a long shot, but... Okay, guys, that was 1 cup. So we have 1 more to go. I'm working with this half cup thing. It's bizarre and obnoxious. But sometimes you got to improvise. And I don't just mean jazz. Whoa. Uh-oh. I'm like all over the place today. Wait, look, my coffee brewed. I haven't even had a sip of it. Woof, what a wacky day today. Feels like it's been a year since I've seen everybody. I guess it's been since last week. And what I mean by everybody is I mean everybody in my Instagram live now. Hello, y'all. Hi, Texas.
What about any advice for the class of 2020?
Wow, you guys, I'm so sorry that what's happening is happening right when you guys are about to graduate. I think that is just like, I can't imagine what you guys are going through, and I'm right there with you, and I know I'm not alone in that. Everybody supports you guys and wants the best for you, and even if you've had some functions canceled, if you have graduation canceled, you know, maybe you can find a special way to celebrate, and it'll definitely be something to remember when you look back on it. But I know it can be a tough time right now, but just know that I'm thinking about each and every one of you, and that the best is yet to come. That's what I have to say about that. What else?
Rose Color Girl wants to know, is it difficult to maintain a closeness to Judaism while working in theater?
Yeah. Well, yes and no. No, because like lots of Jews are in the showbiz. So no in that way, but also yes. I mean, it's probably like this with everything, but yes, because you know, like if you celebrate Shabbat, the Sabbath, on Friday night, you got to work. You got to like do a show. So, you know, and we're working on most holidays too. So, it's hard. And I remember trying to keep Passover some years doing shows, and like especially when I was doing Newsies, that was so hard to get to have no like well, I guess yeah, it was just exhausting. Sometimes you need fuel. So in that way it's hard, but another way is it's not. And like last summer, for example, I was in Connecticut doing the Flamingo Kid. Any Flamingo Kid fans out there? And we had like a sort of makeshift family Seder, and it was really lovely and sweet.
Okay, 2 people need your suggestions. One,
Okay.
Kara Kent is about to paint her nails. What
Sure.
color should she paint them?
Well, what colors do you have? What do you got? OPI, Midnight, what is it called? Lincoln Park after... She's probably not watching this.
Sorry, we got cut off. His mom called. Okay, so what's the official color for her nails?
How about a little OPI, a little Lincoln Park After Dark? Why do I know these things? Don't ask.
Emma Rose Up says, I'm getting a puppy soon. Any name recommendations?
What kind of dog? Oh my gosh. I'm a fan of like I had a dog named Murphy. So Murphy's good. Bailey is a fun dog name. I feel like every dog's name is Bailey. So those are my recs. 1, 2. Okay, so 2 cups of flour. We're gonna do some baking powder. 2 teaspoons of this. This is one of those things you're gonna make a mess at because it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. It's flour, you know. It's like dust. It's like sand. It's gonna get everywhere. Okay, so here's a teaspoon. We're gonna do 2 teaspoons of this baking powder. 1, 2. They want, yeah, you like that? Okay, we want a half a teaspoon of salt. Okay, this is my salt. I keep my salt in a mason jar. Oh, y'all know, so I can get my grubby little fingers in there. So I can get my grubby little fingers in the jar so I can sprinkle the salt all over my food and have too much sodium in my food. Okay, so about a half teaspoon of this. It's sort of hard to see. I'm sort of like guesstimating here. What do you guys think? Is that about a half teaspoon?
Oh my gosh, Kara Kent has the OPI nail polish. She's going to use it.
Kara, that's my girl. Lincoln Park After Dark. Great color. It's a deep purple. Get into it, y'all. That is so bizarre that I would even like know the details. But sometimes even I surprise me. Okay, let's see. We got they want 2 tablespoons of sugar, don't they? Yes, they do. Okay, so 2 tablespoons, mama. Okay, so I thought about doing something kind of funky because this is a savory moment. It's like an egg in a pancake. It's sweet, but it's also quite savory. So I figured it could be kind of fun to do a little bit of brown sugar. So take it or leave it. If you don't like brown sugar or you want to do something different, you do something different because it's your food. You know what I mean? So it's called for 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm doing 1 of regular sugar, and I'm doing 1 of brown sugar because we like to live on the dark side, on the wild side. Okay. Now, I'm gonna use this teeny tiny whisk and whisk these dry ingredients together. So we have salt. It's real easy, folks. Just 2 cups of flour, a couple teaspoons of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and a half teaspoon of salt. I mean, like, it doesn't really get that much easier. You could also probably do like cinnamon. That would be pretty good in there. But although with the egg, it's gonna be like super deep. Actually, that is not a bad idea. Is this cinnamon? This is cayenne pepper. That's not gonna work. Okay, maybe next time we'll do cinnamon. Okay, so these are our dry ingredients. I'm going to. Also, you know what it says is kind of fun, which I think is going to be fun, especially for me and for Kyle, who's very hungry. You guys, he is very, very hungry, and we need to get the man fed. This is 2 tablespoons of butter. Okay, because like butter makes everything better, and like I know, but this again, luxury. See? Okay.
Ooh, Rose Color Girl says add some nutmeg if you have it. Game changer.
Nutmeg. That is a good. I was gonna say. That is a good idea. I'm gonna just melt this butter really quickly. I don't want it to like get crazy, so I'm gonna watch it really close. See, I look at it this way. Others look at it this way. And yeah, we just want to melt it. We don't want it to go crazy, but we do want it to melt because it's going to scramble our eggs if we go crazy. And we do not want to scramble our eggs. So, okay. So now we're going to do some of our wet ingredients here. Okay, what are some of our wet ingredients? I'll tell you. 2 eggs. That'll be good enough. What do y'all think about that? Sort of melted. It'll probably like continue melting. Ooh, melting butter. Oh God. All right. Yeah. So let's do 2. They want us to do 1.5 to 2 cups of milk. So I got some whole milk here. Oops. So we're gonna do. Let's see. Let's do 1.5 cups. So this is a half cup measuring thing. I know you're supposed to use a liquid one, but what are you gonna do? So here's 1 cup. Boom. Here's a half cup. Boom. Okay. And I'm going for like a thick batter today, just so I can like work with it. You'll see what I mean in a second. So we got that, milk, this melted butter. Okay, and 2 eggs. Look at this, 18-pack of eggs, fresh from the food town. Come on. 2 eggs. We'll crack these right in here. Ooh, someone had a really good tip last week for me, because I was going crazy cracking my eggs on the side of the bowl, like I always just thought you do, like this. But she told me that that's not the way to do it, because if there's some like bacteria or something here, it'll like get in your egg. I thought that was pretty smart. So I'm doing it on my counter, and I'm getting egg all over my counter. But what would you rather have, bacteria in your pancakes or egg on your counter? I don't know. Nothing worse than egg on your face, I'll tell you that much. Okay, so we'll use our teeny tiny whisk here, and we're gonna just beat these eggs into the milk. This is a little gruesome, so if you have children watching, just make sure they're mature enough to handle this. You know what, in hindsight, I love hindsight, by the way. In hindsight, I would have beaten these eggs up first, because I don't know where they are. Like, I don't know if I got them fully beat up, because they're all like under this milk, but it's still be fine. And the last thing I want to do is add this melted butter. Oops! I'm just gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be kind of nasty right now, but sometimes you gotta be nasty when you cook. I'm gonna stick my finger in here, just make sure it's not too hot, because if it's too hot, it's gonna scramble your eggs. What on earth? You do not want scrambled eggs in a batter, please. Batter, please! Okay, do I dare like do this really quickly to help? Yeah, I do. Okay.
Ooh, Sharon Young Dutchman, hello from Cleveland, Orange High School parent alum.
You're kidding me! Go OHS, go Lions. Hi Sharon, that's great. I love Cleveland. I love getting back to Cleveland. Any other Cleveland folks on here? That would be awesome. I would love that.
Ooh, Alex Gibby wants to know favorite movie musical.
That's good. You know what? I have a really great memory of seeing High School Musical 3. I know that does not count. High School Musical 3 in theaters at midnight with my friends. And I just remember it was at a time in my life when I was like really finding myself self-aware. And I thought the movie was aware of itself and it was being really campy for camp's sake instead of like trying to actually be good but ending up being campy. Guess what I just remembered, you guys? I have bacon in here. But I burned it. So go over there.
Oh no.
Yeah. Over there. And Yeah, so I really have a great memory of that one. I mean, what are you supposed to say? It's like, like the classics. I love the classics, and all that. Okay, so wet ingredients. I'm going to put my melted butter in here. Again, please make sure that is cool because it's going to scramble your eggs up. Okay, I'm going to mix that together. Now, it's time to add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients. But first, y'all are going to laugh because this bacon is charred, okay? But what are you going to do? Sometimes you got to improvise. And I don't mean jazz. Let me just make... Oh my God, I'm such a mess today. I'm going to put these over here on top of the cookbook because we like to put our things on top of books. Okay. And now I'm going to get just a couple pieces of this charred bacon for your nerve. Anyone out there just such charred bacon? Like so crispy that you can't even handle it? Probably not.
People are saying they like it.
Y'all like it? What do y'all think about that? That's burnt. Okay. But because I'll tell you right now, I gotta take some of my own advice and quit getting distracted here in the kitchen because it's I was saying last week, you gotta be in the moment and with your food, and it's really hard. I guess I'm learning too. But look at this, it just falls apart, it's crumbling. But you know what, we're gonna make do because I love a crispy bacon. Can you hear that crunch? That is obscene. Just but what are you gonna do? You're just gonna cancel breakfast? No, you're gonna persevere. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So we have some bacon bits. Those are going to come in later. Stay tuned. Okay, I'm going to make this really quick because I'm tired of this. And so I'm tired of me. I've wasted time. Okay, here's our wetness. This is milk and butter and eggs. Okay, here's our dryness. It's flour and salt and baking powder and sugar. I'm going to put this in like this. Ready, Kyle? It's going to be a real luxurious moment. Ooh. Boom. Yes. Now, y'all are used to doing this with a whisk, aren't you? Right? You stir around so it's real smooth. Let me offer an alternative. I'm using a spatula, and I'm going to, get on this, I'm going to just fold it together. I'm not going to go crazy on it. I just want the ingredients combined. I just want the flour to absorb and resorb and to continue to resorb the nutrients of the wetness. You understand? So, you see what I'm getting at here? I'm just trying to, make it sort of lumpy and clumpy. Oh my gosh, my nose is running, you guys. I'm gonna have to do another spin move while I blow my nose. Okay. See what I'm doing here? It's kind of wackadoo. You're not used to it, right? You take a whisk to it. But I learned this I don't know, that you don't want to, with pancakes, you want to leave them a little clumpy. I don't really know the science behind it. Any bakers out there know the science behind that? Maybe, you know what? Maybe by leaving it clumpy, it creates air pockets. And by creating air pockets, you then have these little pockets for your syrup. Or in our case, some egg yolk and syrup. Because what do y'all think about that? All right. We're almost done here, guys. See how this has just barely come together? See what I mean? I guess I'm just looking for some, just pure flour streaks and just filling them in. That's what I'm looking for. Any other questions before?
Let's do a quick lightning round.
Ooh, a lightning round. Love it.
Jordan Grubb, sweet or savory?
Savory.
Okay. Venice Ella Mayer, waffles or pancakes?
Girl. That's a tough one. Waffles.
Favorite spice?
Paprika?
Ooh.
Okay, I think this is almost done, everybody. One more lightning round.
Okay, what's your favorite Broadway song?
I mean, the Riddle song.
Ooh, that's good.
It's a great song. Okay, look at this. See, this is just barely come together. I think that's the idea. Okay, so we're going to let this sit here for 1 second. I'm going to take this and put this over here. I'm going to set up, you guys, today we have a special appearance in the kitchen, and it's from the griddle, from the closet in the guest room. Here's the griddle. So we're going to set up the griddle because I like to make my pancakes on the griddle, but you can do this in anything you have, a pan, a cast iron skillet, whatever it may be. Whatever the case may be. So we're going to plug this puppy in. My God. We're going to plug this puppy in. Ooh, we're going to have to shift everything over because my cord's not very long. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn this on and heat it up and let it preheat while I go do a number for you in the other room. Does that sound good? Little number? Okay, I'm gonna put it on. This has like a temperature on it, 300 and I guess like 25 degrees, maybe closer to 350. And let me have a sip of coffee. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna do a number, I'm gonna come back, we're gonna make up these pancakes, and that's it, folks, and we're gonna have some brunch, and it's gonna be amazing. So, let's go. Let's do this bad boy. Let's do this thing. All right. Here, I'll take this. There you go. Doo-doo-doo. How do I do this? Oh boy, I had it. You ever do that? You like have it and then you don't. Oh wait, shoot. Sorry, this is gonna take 1 second, folks. A little technical difficulty. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Hi everybody. How are we doing? Okay. This is a mess. This is just. Okay. Hi everybody. Oh, look, you got a bird's eye view. That'll be just fine, won't it? Okay. Sort of a random choice for you guys. Hydrate or dihydrate. Sure. But it has a ring light. Sometimes you gotta have a ring light, folks, in showbiz. You gotta do it. All right. Let me see what we got here. Enjoy. They say that these are not the best of times, but they're the only times I've ever known. And I believe that there's a time for meditation in cathedrals of our own. Now I have seen the sad surrender in my lover's eyes, and I can only stand apart and sympathize, for we are always what our situation hands us. It's either sadness or euphoria. So we'll argue and we'll compromise and realize that nothing's ever changed. And long mutual experience, our separate conclusions are the same. Now we are forced to recognize our inhumanities. Our reason coexists with our insanity. And though we choose between reality and madness, it's either sadness or euphoria. How thoughtlessly we dissipate our energies. Perhaps we don't fulfill each other's fantasies. And as we stand upon the ledges of our lives with our respective similarities, it's either sadness or euphoria. All right, thank you everybody. So here we come, back to the kitchen, back to the kitchen, back to the kitchen. Okay, I'm gonna turn myself around on myself. How's that? All right. So here we go, folks. We're at the home stretch. I'm gonna get, this is a fun little thing I like to do. When I have like a nubbin of butter like this, I'm just gonna like use it in this, I'm just gonna peel back some of the paper. I'm just gonna use it to grease up the griddle. Sometimes if I had a whole stick, like I would just cut off a tablespoon, put in this thing, I'd melt it a little bit, and I would use this little brush here. I mean, you could, this is like so extra, but I would use this little brush like this to like put it on the pan. You can use like oil, or you can use like spritz or anything like that. But it's about to go down, folks. Okay, so I got my griddle nice and hot. I got my batter, just barely incorporated, and we're gonna make some pancakes. Okay, with an egg in the middle, because that's whimsical. Okay.
Sunday in the pancake with egg.
What?
Sunday in the pancake.
Uh-huh.
With
yes.
egg.
Okay, so we're gonna put some butter on this, on the hot grease. Get some hot grease going. Okay. So this is what I like to do, folks. I like to get oh boy. Oh, I'm gonna reach into my clean dishwasher, and I'm gonna get my, oh, did I not put it in here? That's so fun for me. Wait a minute, folks. I'm missing a little something. Okay, you know what? We're gonna make do again because we love to improvise, just like jazz. So we're gonna use this ladle, and I'm going to ladle in this batter. Might be a little hot. We'll turn it down just a little bit. We're gonna ladle in this batter, and watch what I do. This thing is thick, so you want it to get a stream, and then you want to use it to shape your batter into a little rough circle. See what I'm doing here? I let it fall, and then I sort of guide it. Yeah. Into a circle. A rough circle. You see? A really rough circle. Okay, we'll get more to complete the other half. It's sort of like a square at this point, but it's okay. Wait. Okay. You see what we're working with? Okay. Watch. So you just need a little hole. Take an egg. Watch this. Okay. It's okay. You let some of it spill over. No big deal. Okay. Now, it's so whimsical. It's so fun. Your family and your friends are gonna love this because it's it's like savory and sweet. It's a pancake and an egg at the same time. Again, a labor of love. It's luxury. Let's take another. I would normally do this with a spoon, but a ladle is all I can find. So that's what we're doing, and I'm gonna do another little circle. See, I think with all these lumps in the batter, I think we're gonna have some really fun texture on the bottom of the pancake. I just imagine that's what's gonna happen. Oops, sorry about that. And, okay. So, I'm gonna crack another egg in. What do y'all think about that? Okay? Bam. Now, for one of my favorite parts, get your crispy bacon. This is for all you crispy, burnt bacon lovers out there. Okay, and look what I'm doing. I'm just decorating the edges with the bacon because, this is luxury. You know what I mean? I guess those of you who are going to be like, why don't you just put the bacon in the batter? That's a good idea too. And you can do this with anything you like. Blueberries, chocolate chips, although chocolate chips might be a little bizarre with your eggs. This is great because it's salty, it's sweet, it's savory. You're hitting every single flavor profile in one fell swoop. It's great. Okay. More bacon bits. More and more and more. I know, right? Isn't bacon just a treat and a half? Okay. Yeah, go crazy on it. Do whatever you like. And, okay, while these guys, so what you're looking for, I'm gonna turn this down just slightly because I see it going a little hotter than I like. So it's sort of a balancing act. It's gonna take some practice because you're cooking pancakes and then also the egg. So you're gonna have to get good at looking at the egg from down here. If you look at the egg here, I'm looking at how translucent this is. And once it gets less translucent, I know it's cooked and good to flip. Yeah, so that just takes a little bit of practice and a little intuition, but you can do it. I promise you can do it. Okay, this is something fun I thought we could do while we're waiting for the pancakes to be ready to flip. One way to be able to tell when your pancakes are ready to flip is they'll start to develop nice holes in them, like little air bubbles will start to form. I'll show you guys that in a second. Okay, you guys, I thought this was funny. So Kyle and I were trying to figure out what to call this dish, and we were up and just until all hours of the night last night trying to come up with names, and I wanted to read a select few to you because I think it's kind of hilarious. So we're like, what do we call this thing? It's an egg in the middle, it's an egg and a pancake, and we want to relate it to Broadway because it's Ben's Broadway Bistro. And here's some choice ones that we came up with. I'm just sort of reading off a list of our text messages. We have I love you, your pancake, now change, or I love you, your pancake. Now egg. Cabaret, that was a good one, like cabaret, but cabaret. How about Sunday in the pancake with eggs, like Sunday in the Park with George, finishing the eggs. Maybe y'all have a better idea than all this. What about this? These are so funny. Merrily we egg along. Look, I made an egg. That is so funny. What about a new egg for a new brain? How to succeed in pancakes without really egging? A funny egg happened on the way to the pancake. Spring awakening. Fiddler on the egg. Annie gets your egg. Annie gets your egg.
Cabaret is a real big hit.
Y'all like cabaret? Anyway, just some behind the scenes trying to make this happen for y'all. Okay, so look at some of these air bubbles are forming. You see, like that's an air bubble right there. So get my grubby little finger on the shot. Yeah, see that's an air bubble. That's one. Look how like lumpy and rustic these pancakes are looking. Like look at this one. See, I'm into food. Like sure, obviously I'm into precision. But some things are better not precise, like pancakes or like rustic. Although some of y'all might like a perfectly, like just a perfect circle pancake, which I think is also really a beautiful thing. But this is what we're working with today, so that's what we got going on. Okay, let me do some last minute questions before I flip these puppies and eat the heck out of them.
What's one of your biggest Broadway went wrong stories?
Okay, just 2 minutes to name. I've like fallen on my butt. I've forgotten my words and my lyrics and just like been stunned and standing there. I never got sick on stage, but one time I got sick. Like I got like food poisoning. I like threw up right at half hour, like right when we were starting the show. And I was like about to get in costume, and I had to like call out obviously because I was sick. And like my understudy said, no notice. Nobody had any notice. It was just a mess. So that was a bummer. But what else? Like I've forgotten props by accident, or like I'm just many other things. But that's the gag. It's like you can't be perfect. Like something will go wrong. I guess that's some good advice. Like something will always go wrong. Like no matter how much you practice and try, something just will inevitably go wrong. That's the deal with live performance. So the more you're able to adapt with that,
What did you think of the new episode of Drag Race?
That was a great episode. I don't want to do any spoilers, but for those of you that still have to catch the episode, check it out. It's great. The show is so good this season. There's so much drama. The girls are really talented. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a great episode.
Which is better, the Cha-Cha Slide or Cotton Eyed Joe?
God. Probably the Cha-Cha Slide because it's longer. Wait, this is a funny story. I was on vacation once and I was going snorkeling and we were riding this like catamaran with a bunch of people and they were taking us to the middle of the ocean to like go see some of the wildlife. It was amazing. But on the way, they had this great rockin' playlist because people were partying and drinking beers and stuff at 11 in the morning. I was like, really? That's amazing. And they played, for our listening pleasure, the Cha-Cha Slide. While the boat was going, we were all just sitting down. Like, no one was dancing. Like, it was just like comes over the radio. It was like, to the right, to the left. And we're like, okay, like, yeah, this is actually kind of a great song. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Ooh, like the Easter Bunny, Charlie Brown. I had to get a spinning move in there somewhere. Yeah, what else we got, folks?
Aaron wants to know, how did you learn how to riff?
I listened to lots of gospel music growing up and lots of R&B and soul. And I emulated what they were doing. And I learned music theory. And I learned how to play the piano. And I practiced my scales. And I got lucky at the same time. So...
Favorite place to travel?
Oh, I love to travel. Anywhere. Anywhere in the U.S., outside the U.S. I've been to Israel before. That was a beautiful place. I've been to California. Beautiful. Yeah, Idaho. Yeah, Arizona. Some good stuff out there. Okay, wait. I want to just make sure I'm not burning everything in my life, so I'm just going to keep tabs on this pancake. So underneath, I'm seeing like a nice light golden brown, which is a good thing. See what I was talking about with the translucency of the egg? That is really coming along, right? That's what I think. And here, it's a little harder to tell because a lot of this egg is laying over the batter. But like I can tell here, it's getting cooked. And also I can tell from like what's going on underneath the batter that it's getting cooked. Now I'm going to turn the temperature up because I want to just like get a little darker brown going on my pancakes. Let me just check the time. Oh, this took way longer than I expected. I was like, this is going to be in and out. We're going to make pancakes. Boom, boom. Here we are 6 hours later. Thank you for sticking around. And maybe, again, like if you guys are like to cook out there or have any tips or any suggestions or anything, let me know. I would love to learn your tips and get better. Any song suggestions, I'd love to, curate a playlist for you guys, something that's enjoyable to watch.
We're getting a lot of deer egg and pancake.
Y'all are clever out there. I love that. Deer egg and pancake. That is really good. Deer egg and pancake. I really like it. I'm going to keep checking this compulsively because I'm neurotic and that's what I do. But you know what? I think these are actually probably ready to go. So here we go. This is the most exciting, scary part. I'm going to just do like this on all sides to make sure it's loose. And I'm going to do this as best I can. Hopefully I don't make a fool out of myself. Okay. Watch. Just a quick one. Oh, fuck. Okay, that's all right. Look at that, y'all. Kind of fun, right, with the texture? This isn't going to go too long. You definitely want to make it long enough to cook the other side, but you don't want to... It depends how you like your eggs. If you like your eggs hard, do it for as long as you want. I like a little run to my yolk, so I'm not going to do them as long. This, again, is one of those things that's like... You just got to practice it to know when it's done, because like, how are you supposed to know when this egg is done? It's covered. It's buried. I don't know. You got to practice. Okay. It's like this. Just like with anything, right? You got to practice. Okay, here it comes. Ooh, fun, right? With the whimsical pattern. Ooh. All right. I thought this could be really fun to serve with some berries. So I have some berries. Rich in antioxidants. Delicious in flavor. We got some here. Let's go to this fork so we can get some varieties. That's a spoon. Sometimes when you reach for a fork and you get a spoon, y'all know what that's like? When life hands you lemons, just get a freaking spoon, man. That'll be nice. What do y'all think about that? If I had the time or the wherewithal, I would make some homemade whipped cream. Ooh. Boom. But I don't have the time or the wherewithal. Or the strength, honestly. That's some arm strength. Okay. Let's take a peek, folks. I think it's really coming along. You guys are going to like this. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to flip this face up. So I think it's pretty. What do y'all think about that? Okay, let's see how we did here. See that? That's what you're looking for. A little bit of the runny thing because it's going to be just divine. And I'm going to turn this off. And I'm going to put this on a different plate for Mr. Kyle. Everybody show Kyle some love. He did such a great job with the camera today. Couldn't do it without him. Say thank you to Kyle. And yeah, again, thank you for spending your Sunday with me. I'm going to put some berries on this plate. I just got to get a taste of this before we go, just so I can let you know how divine it is, although you already know how divine it is. And yeah, I guess we can officially call this Deer Egg and Pancake. I think that's the way to go. So treat your family and friends to a little luxurious Sunday brunch and serve them some deer egg and pancakes and follow it up with tickets to the show when Broadway starts up again in June. Because, y'all, we're going to be, once Broadway opens again, I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to be running to the theater. It's like my haven. It's my home. It's my church, It's my temple, okay? You guys, get into it. See this runny egg right here? Oh my, come on. Just over the trash can. Like, look at this. First we'll get a berry. Didn't make them, but they're good. Look at this. Pancake, bacon, eggs. It's a whole breakfast in one. Get into it. Ooh, good. Sorry. It was good. All right, let's eat. Bye, everybody. See you next week. Mwah.